Okay, everybody. So this is a formal welcome from the Learning Saturdays, and today we are having a session with Mr. K.K. Bhattacharya on the cost of quality. So they say that quality is something that does not come by reducing cost, and it should not be the first concern. And long after the fruits of cost are forgotten, quality is remembered. So if a quality is bad, then it is remembered longer than the sweetness of the costs. So today we learn from Mr. K.K. Bhattacharya what is cost of quality, how do you calculate it, what is good quality and what is bad quality, and how do you measure them. So thank you for taking the session for us.
For your introduction.
Can we please begin now?
My colleague, today's discussion is the cost of quality. So I shall tell one by one. Just tell me what we know about the cost. What is cost? What is the definition of cost? Can anybody say what is the cost? Hello, my participants, my colleagues, what is the cost? If you do not tell, I shall tell you, no problem. Cost is the money that you have to pay for something. You have to buy something. So you have to money is to pay, that is the cost. So cost of quality. What is the quality? So we have to know what is the quality. Everybody says quality, quality, quality. But what is this? Quality is fitness for intended use. Do you hear me, my participants? Hello,
yes,
my colleagues.
yes,
Please tell so that we can have a every time and interaction. Okay. What is quality? Definition of the quality is the fitness for intended use. Other definition is the degree of excellence. Other definition is the meeting the customer requirements consistently. Other definition is the degree to which a set of inherent characteristics fulfill requirements. So we have seen that the four definitions there. Somebody will say fitness for use. Somebody will say degree of excellence. Somebody will say meeting customer requirements with consistently. Right? Other is the degree to which set of inherent characteristics fulfill requirement. That is the inherent properties. What is inherent properties? Some material has carbon, manganese, silicon, sulfur, phosphorus. That is the inherent properties. So if they fulfill that inherent properties, we will say that it is a meeting the quality. What is the customer requirement? So if we meet the customer requirement, we shall say that we are meeting the quality. Now, who is the customer? Tell me, who is the customer? Anybody? Anybody from my colleague? Who is the customer? Hello?
end user.
End user, right? Thank you. The end user. So end user is our customer. So we have to understand what are the requirements. So that is the called voice of the customer, VOC, voice of the customer. That is the what is gives. Voice of the customer gives detailed understanding of the customer requirements. Voice of the customer data is a research strategy aimed to help you discover what your customer think of your business, product and service. This is the voice of customer. Actually, the voice, what are the requirement? That is the voice of the customer. Customer requirement means voice of the customer. What they say? We need this project to be completed within 1 year. That is the voice of the customer. We need this item is to be good quality. That is the voice of the customer. We need a cup of tea within 5 minutes. That is the voice of the customer. So you are now understood what is the voice of customer? What is the voice of customer? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Clear? It is clear? Hello?
Yes, what sir, is the voice? Clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So please respond so that we can go ahead. Otherwise, I shall tell many times as soon as until you will understand all the things. So what is the voice of customer? That is the customer's voice. In briefly, that's the requirements. What is the customer voice of the customer? That is how we can get the voice of the customer by interviewing, whether we are maintaining the quality or not. We have to ask them so that we can come to know that voice of customer, from the voice of customer, that we are meeting the quality requirements. You can have the survey, customer survey. You can have the focus group. Group is there, some customer service group may be there. They will ask the customer whether we are meeting the requirements or not. And some analysis. Kano, that means the Kano analysis. Japanese word K-A-N-O, Kano analysis. So Kano analysis, if you want, I can tell you very briefly. Okay, no problem. So 4 ways. One is the interviewers, one is the focus group, other is the surveying, other is the Kano analysis. So are you satisfied with our job or product? So that is the, we are asking, that we have asked to customers so that we can know their feeling, their perception. So that I come to know we are fulfilling the requirements. So voice of customer is clear? No question at all? Do you understand? What is the voice of customer? Voice of customer comes from the customer, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yes. Then what is the voice of the business? Voice of the business. VOB. VOB, what is the VOB? VOB are the needs, wants and expectations and performance of both spoken or implied. There may be spoken need or implied need. Implied means you are going to a shop to have a coffee. They are giving you some biscuits with them. So that is the implied need. That is why you are happy. You are happy. So both the spoken and unspoken needs. Who run the business? That is the voice of the business, means from stakeholder, from proprietors. That their voice. Voice of the needs, wants and expectations and performance, both spoken and unspoken, of the people who run the business. Say in our organization, PD shop, Amitji run the business. So their voice is the voice of the business. What they tell, that is the voice of business. You understand what is the voice of business? Voice of the business of the shareholders, officers, other involved in the corporate governance. So that is the voice of business. Okay, it is clear what is the voice of business? Hello?
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is okay. You understood voice of business. Now, tell me, we need response to our service request. It is the voice of business or voice of customer? We need faster response to our service request. You have gone to a coffee house. You are telling you need faster response to our service request. It is the voice of customer or voice of business? We need faster response to our service request. This is the voice of business or voice of customer? Anybody?
Voice of business.
We need faster response to our service request. Who is telling? Customer or our proprietor or in-house?
Customer.
Customer. That's the voice of customer.
Yes.
Understood? That is the voice of customer.
Customer.
Right?
Yes, sir. Voice of
Overtime
customer.
overtime cost should be reduced. Is the voice of business or voice of customer?
Voice of business.
Overtime. Exactly. You
Business.
understood. I think it is understood by you. What is the voice of business? Voice of business is internal. That is the internal. Voice of
Internal.
customer is the external.
External.
External. Cost of scrap items must be reduced. Is the voice of business or voice of customer?
What's that?
Cost
What's
of
that?
scrap items must be reduced.
Voice of business.
No. Cost of scrap must be reduced. This is the internal policy. So internal means voice of business.
Voice of.
Cost of scrap is to be reduced. Who is telling? Tail is telling. Woman. So this is the voice of business,
Is the
Voice
voice of
of.
business. Yes.
right? So voice of business or voice of customer is clear.
Yes, sir.
So voice of business comes from the business, and voice of customer is provided by the customer. It is clear. Voice of business comes from the business, and voice of customer is provided by the customer. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I going to the second slide. Okay. Voice of the customer and voice of the business. Please read out anybody. Please read anybody. Please mute. Voice of the customer, please read anybody. Voice of the customer provides detailed understanding of the customer requirement. Voice of customer data is a research strategy aimed to help you discover what your customer think of your business, product or service. Example is the on-time delivery, ease of serviceability, appealing, aesthetics. Customer is our God, so we have to obey their voice, right? Then voice of the business. Voice of the business are the needs, wants, expectation, preference, both spoken and unspoken, of the people who run the business itself, shareholders, officers, others involved in the corporate governance. Another viewpoint of the voice of business are the internal process needed to support the process that drive the value of the customer. Revenue, growth, market leadership, zero defect, zero waste, employee motivation, these are the voice of business. Now it is clear? Shall I go to the next slide? What is the voice of customer and voice of business? Hello? 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 Hello?
স্যার বলুন স্যার।
Next is to improve the quality, we have certain stages are there. One is the define the problem. What problem we are facing, that problem is to be stated very clearly. Then measure the gap between current and required performance. What is our performance right now, and what performance we needed by the customer. That gap analysis to be done. Then analysis factor that needs to be adjusted. What is the have to analyze what is the gap, how I can make up that gap. I have to analyze what is the problem, and implement best solution to the problem, and then sustain the achieved result. So I am giving an example. Some patients are going to the doctor, and immediately they are saying that I may have a chest attack, the pain in my chest. What doctor will do? Doctor will go to the operation theater and immediately it will operation will be taken care of. Some patient is going to the doctor. He is telling that there is a pain in my chest. It seems that I may have heart attack. Immediately, doctor will go to the operation theater and do the operation. What do you think? What do you think? Anybody? Hello? Hello?
sir. Hello. First you made a full thorough checkup for the patient.
Right. This is the aim. This is the aim. First of all, he will check up. What is the blood pressure? What is the sugar level? Where is the pain? They will first check up. That's a measure. What we will measure? How we will measure? He will measure by electrocardiogram, ECG. Right? He will measure by ECG. and then we'll analyze. Then he will analyze whether it is true that the patient has been heart attack or any other problem. Then they will analyze the cause, root cause, and then implement the best solution to the patients. What is needed? If it needed that already a patient has been heart attack, he will do angioplasty or bypass, whatever it may be. So that is the improvement stage. Implement the best solution to the problem. First to the defined, patient will define what is the problem. Doctor will measure. Then doctor, after measuring, they will analyze what is the problem. Then go to the implement stage. Implement means he will operate the patient. Then control system. Patient has been released. Before releasing, he will tell that he will drink 2 liters of water. He will do not take junk food like that. So that improvement is to be sustained. In our quality also, first of all, you have to define the problem, then measure the problem, what is the problem, then analyze the cost effect, what is the cost, what is the effect. I shall tell you later on how it can be analyzed. Then analyze the cost, then do the needful to reduce the defect, and then sustain the defect. Sustain means it will not happen in future. That is the sustain the active result. So it is clear to you? DMAIC is clear to you? Hello? Otherwise, I shall tell once more.
No, sir, it's clear.
It is clear? Then next
Yes,
step.
sir.
What is the quality principle? Quality principle means customer focus. Understand needs and expectations of internal and external customer and strive to exceed them. Who is the external customer? Client. Who is the internal customer? Our colleagues, other departments, our colleagues. They are the internal customer. Their need and expectations to be fulfilled. Then next to the process and system approach. Know your input and output variation exist all the process. Reducing variation in the key of the improvement. You know there are several processes. One process is the input, there is output. Other process is the output. One process number 1, there is input and there is output. Second process, that output should be input to that process. Number 2, and there is output. That output, the input of the process number 3. So there is a chain. Input, output, there is a chain. That is the process approach. Next point is the quality principle. Next quality point number 3, factual approach to decision making. Suppliers should deliver optimal result. So we have to keep relation with the supplier so that they can send the good quality material. So 3 principles is okay. One is the customer focus, other is the process and system approach, other is the factual approach. It is clear? 3 principles are clear? Hello? Hello?
Sir, clear.
Yes, sir. Clear.
System means what is system? Identifying, understanding, and managing interrelated process as a system contributes to the organization effectiveness and efficiency to achieve the objective. So system means a number of process. Okay. Next, coming to the next slide. So what we understand? What you understood? My colleagues? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you understood from the video? Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Have you understood the video? That is the supplier is sending the low quality O-ring. So that's why the space shuttle broken down in 73 minutes, 73 seconds. Okay, and some cement, poor quality cement. So quality is our health, like our health. So we have to maintain the quality, not quantity, only quality. Quality, if we increase the quality, we shall improve our Two-Man Engineering Limited, Kolkata, Two-Man Engineering Limited. Okay, we have to improve the quality of the product so that we can get the much more order from our customer, and we can get the good VOC, voice of customer, and we shall get the much more order so that we can sustain our companies. Okay. Then quality is the profit center. How? If we decrease the defects, overall cost, return goods, customer complaint, like that, and increases profit, capacity, customer satisfaction. That is the customer satisfaction, employee satisfaction, all are there. Competitive in the competitive market, we have to grow ourselves as a profit center so that we have to maintain the quality. Without quality, we cannot sustain. Now coming to the cost of quality. Just read out, anybody. Just read out, anybody. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Read out. Cost of quality.
Cost of quality.
It has two wings. One is the cost of quality, other is the cost of poor quality. Understood? It has two wings. One is the cost of good quality, other is the cost of poor quality. Cost of good quality has a two wings. One is the prevention cost, other is the appraisal cost. Cost of poor quality has the two wings. Internal failure cost, external failure cost. Now, what is prevention cost? What is appraisal cost? What is internal failure cost? What is external failure cost? We shall see later stages. Now, just see, cost of quality means cost of good quality and cost of poor quality. Cost of good quality means prevention cost and appraisal cost. What is appraisal cost? What is the prevention cost? We shall discuss later on. And what is the cost of poor quality? Cost of poor quality means internal failure cost and external failure cost. It is clear to everybody?
শিবুরের কাছে তো দেখে তো দেখে
Yes, sir.
শিবু আছে তো
Yes, sir.
সে বলছে শিবু আছে, সে কি করে শিবু বুঝবে কি করে? সে বলছে শিবু আছে কিনা, সে কস্ট অফ কোয়ালিটি কি বুঝবে? আরে প্লিজ আনমিউট, প্লিজ মিউট, প্লিজ মিউট. Hello. Hello.
All are muted, sir.
What is the cost of quality? You are understood? Cost of good quality, cost of poor quality. Cost of good quality, two wings: prevention cost, appraisal cost. Cost of poor quality, internal failure and external failure. Okay. Now, what is the prevention cost? The cost of prevention are the expenses that are related to any activity meant to stop an error or defect from occurring. What is the prevention cost? Quality planning, POP, ITP, what we are doing. That is the prevention cost. We can prevent the defect by tightening the QOP and ITP, by adhering to the QOP and ITP. So that is the quality planning and quality training. You have to train your welder so that there should not be a defect at site, So we request you to give a training weekly basis or at least for 2 weekly or monthly to train
Sir.
the welder. Hello.
Sir, what is ITP, sir?
Inspection test plan.
Okay,
So
okay.
similar to QOP, it is most detailed one. Actually, ITP you can find in the EL spec also. What is the QOP? You know, how we can maintain the quality. That is the roadmap to achieve the quality. Right from the beginning, raw material, then marking, then fitting, then coming up to welding, then DT, NDT, then DT, maybe DT, then after what is the doing the final assembly, and then coming to the painting. So what is the step? By which step we can achieve the quality? That is the quality assurance plan. The roadmap. You have to go from here to Siliguri. So how we can go? The roadmap. That is the quality assurance plan. How we can achieve the quality? ITP similar thing, much detailed one. Who will sign, what document to detail. Also needed on QP also. Similar category, but ITP is much more depth. Then quality training, that is the prevention cost. Quality training is the prevention cost. Are you agree or not? Quality training. Hello. That is the prevention cost, so that there should not be any defect. So quality training is the prevention cost or not? Anybody?
Yes, sir. Okay, 1 minute, sir. Yes.
How we can I can mitigate the defect or prevent the defect by training only. So I request you to train your people, maybe welder, maybe fitter, maybe rigger, whatever may be, train your people so that we can obtain the maximum degree of quality. Right? Then quality auditing, that is also prevention cost. We have to prevent, that is also prevention cost. Product designing. So design also prevention cost. If we do not design in perfect way, there may be some repair in later stages. So product designing also in prevention cost. Then purchasing. Purchasing is the prevention in what sense? Before giving any order to our supplier, we have to evaluate them, whether they have the capability to supply our product in good sense, in good quality product. Whether we have to evaluate whether the supplier has the ability to supply the material in good quality in our required time, right? Required cost. So that is to be evaluated. Then coming to the quality administration. So administration should be very, very quality effective, right? So we can take the so many points. Okay, quality audits, quality design understood, purchasing you have understood, quality administration you understood. That means administrative labor. We are the labor we are he must be much more competent, right? Then coming to the appraisal cost. So there is a question. Have you answered the question? What is the prevention cost? Hello? Hello? Now quality training is the appraisal cost or prevention cost? Quality training? Quality training is
Sir, prevention cost.
Thank you. Now coming to appraisal cost. This is the scenario of prevention cost. Audit is going on and training also prevention cost. I have given a picture so that you can remember the prevention cost. What is the prevention cost? So that you can remember. Training is the prevention cost. Audit is the prevention cost. That's why I have pictured some photograph. So you can remember later on. Okay. Then coming to the appraisal cost. What is the appraisal cost? The cost associated with the activities specially designed to measure, inspect, evaluate, and audit products to assure conformance to the quality requirements. That is the inspection. Inspection activities. This is the appraisal cost. In our head office, we are preparing the quality plan. That is the prevention cost. We are carrying out inspection by third-party inspection agency. That is the appraisal cost. Right? And you have designed something. and that design is to be tested. In some cases there is a pilot testing. That means what has been designed is it will do not affect the serviceability. We have to check. So that is the pilot inspection, right? Product design is qualification test, supplier product inspection test, in process final inspection test, maintenance and calibration also appraisal cost. So calibration, what is the calibration? Calibration is the appraisal cost or prevention cost? Calibration. Sorry? Appraisal cost. What's appraisal cost? Appraisal can mean the cost associated with the activity specially designed to measure, inspect, evaluate. Before measuring any item, we have to select the measuring instrument and their precision. You have to measure 0.001 range, so that micrometer is available, not vernier. So you have to select the instrument, the right instrument, and also the instrument should be calibrated. You are doing the pressure testing. So suppose the pressure required is 10 kg. 10 kg per centimeter square, 10 MPa. We have to select the pressure gauge accordingly. The range should be 1.5 times to 4 times, as per standard, as per code. So you have to select the range that way, right? So this is the appraisal cost. Inspection is the appraisal cost, right? Have you understood? And coming to the internal failure cost. What is internal failure cost? The cost incurred when a product fails to conform to a quality specification before shipment to the customer. Before shipment to customer, very important. That is the internal failure. You have not delivered the material to the customer, but still there is a failure. That is the internal failure cost. Design failure cost, supplier product reject, failure analysis cost, material review and corrective action, rework and scrap. At our site, rework is going on or not? Hello? At your site, rework is going on or not?
At some places.
And some places, rework is going on. So that is the internal failure cost, right? So what we are facing, what you are facing is the internal failure cost. What I am facing at head office, that is the prevention cost and appraisal cost, right? And in some cases, you are also facing the appraisal cost. Also, inspection is going on at your site, so you are facing the appraisal cost as well as internal failure cost, right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So prevention cost is not applicable to site, it is applicable to head office as we are doing the QOP. And if you are preparing the QOP, that is you are doing the prevention, it is under the prevention cost, right? It is clear. QOP is the prevention cost, inspection is the appraisal cost, and inspection the appraisal cost, and failure is the internal failure at your site. That is some RT is being taken and repair is coming. It is the internal failure cost. Are you agree? Hello? That is the internal failure cost or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. You are understanding very good.
But
You are a very good way.
What is the internal failure cost, sir?
Internal failure cost, what you are doing at site, something you are doing the RT. Some repair is going on. So that is internal failure. So some contractor is not giving the good quality welder, not engaging the good quality labor in welder also. And so their failure is there. And they are working carelessly. Internal failure. Hydro test failure in a active site is the internal failure. Fabrication is a dimension not matching with the drawing, that is also internal failure. If you fabricate at the site, it is not matching the requirement at specification, so that is the internal failure. In-house, that is the in-house failure. That means that in the site, at the site you are facing the problem. So that is the internal failure. Okay, yes or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That's why
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why
Yes,
I have
sir.
given a format. I have given a format to you. Please fill up the format, send it back to us. There are 2 or 3 formats. Actually, we have a MLM with our director and all the HODs, including Amit Bandyopadhyay Shop, Saurav Mukesh shop, Kiran Mitra shop, all are there, PDG shop, Amit Chaudhary shop, all are there. So they actually we are presenting MRM. So we could not produce the cost involved in the, at the site. So there are lots of repair, you know. I know there are lots of you also know, but no involvement of cost was given by you. What is the problem? Please tell me. I shall also give some suggestion. If you say that the problem is not ourselves, it is doing by the contractor, contractor told us the failing. That's why we are losing our time also. We are losing our time also. So that is the not cost by this is the not come under the tails cost. It will go to the customer, goes to the contractor cost. That's okay. You are right. But who will give the time? So what's the time? And that cost is to be incurred by the contractor also. You tell the contractor, sir, you are giving the money. No problem. You are repairing, but you are giving the time. Today is the 12th of December. Tomorrow there will be 13th of December. Can we get back 12th of December? Never, never, never. So please tell your contractor, please do your job very sincerely so that there should be no repair at all. And we request you on behalf of Quality Circle as well as all our management department, please send month-wise repair status as well as the weekly basis issue status. That means what are the issues you are facing? We are not blaming you. You are facing the problem at site. Please highlight them so that our head office can understand what is the issues you are facing, what is the mitigation plan, who is taking the action. So that needed. We request you to send that format weekly basis. It is clear. It is transparent to all. It should be transparent to all. You are not the culprit. Culprit may be some other person. There is no scaffolding. You are not doing the PWST work in the right time. You are not the culprit. Just highlight that point so that it can be taken care of by the proper management. Hello.
Sir, there is one question.
So tell me.
With respect to that, how do we calculate if contractor is doing some work and the failure is in their scope?
Right.
Then that time is the failure.
Right.
Whatever you are telling, but with respect to time, how do we calculate the cost of quality?
Right.
What will be the weightage?
Right. What is the weightage? So you can send the report that this item is to be completed by this week, and it is come the next week. Some time lag is there. So time lag is required. Time lag, and how we can calculate the cost? That cost is to be taken as a lump sum, as average value. We shall guide you regarding that.
Okay, because weightage is required to give the lump sum value also, no, sir?
Right. Actually, what is happening? I can show you the later pages. There a slide is there. That is the hidden cost. That is the hidden cost. I can show you. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What we can finding that the cost on behalf of cost. That is the money deducted from the supplier or not, money deducted from the contractor or not. That is the money deducted for the only defective part. But that is the time. Who will return back the time? So that is the hidden part. So that should be highlighted. For this contractor, this is the time we have wasted the time. So that what will happen? We shall evaluate the contractor based on that also. Quality is the parameter, time is the parameter. You also know there is a time bound. We are doing the project. What is the project? Project is the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound activities. That's the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Without time bound, project cannot run. So we are losing the project. We are losing the client. Based on, we are not facing. We are facing problem based on that time lagging on time. So if you said that this is the time lagging due to the contractor, so that also highlighted to our management. And cost, regarding the cost, we shall take care. We shall talk to higher management how it can be depreciated. Right?
Okay, sir.
Very good question. Then internal failure cost. See the picture, see the flotation photograph. This is the internal failure. Do you agree? This is the internal failure.
Yes, sir.
One is the hydrogen-induced cracking, other is the porosity. That is the internal failure, right? Then coming to the external failure cost. What is the external failure? The cost incurred when a product fails to conform to a quality after shipment of the customer. Already material has been reached to the customer. Then failure comes. What happens? Customer complain, right? Complaint investigation is to be, there's a cost. Return goods and field service of the cost. Liability of the cost. Penalties of the cost. Warranty claim is the cost. We are supplying a material with a warranty claim or the warranty of 1 year. If there's a failure in the service, there's a cost. So that is the warranty claim. And penalties, we are not deputing right person at right time at the site. They are really also offering the penalties. That is also cost. That's the external failure cost. You are also facing. Are you facing external failure cost? Hello. Are you facing external failure cost?
Yes, sir.
In some, okay, I am telling, I am not taking the name of the project. We have supplied the cable tray to a site. After that, it has been inspected by our client, and subsequently material has been rejected, and that material is coming back to Kolkata with huge money, with transportation charge huge money. So that is the external failure cost. Client saying it is not good quality. That is the external failure cost. So it is clear what is the external failure cost, what is the internal failure cost. It is clear to everybody. Hello. What is the external failure cost? After reaching the customer site, if there is failure occurs, that is the external failure cost. And before reaching to the customer, if there is a failure, that is the internal failure cost. It is clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Next, just see the picture. That lady saying something not good, I think. Customer complaint investigation. There is a company, Vespa, maybe some scooter company. He is complaining, madam is complaining. That is the external failure cost. It is clear from the posture of the lady. That he is saying very bad words, right? That is the external failure cost. Other is the roller bearing failure after delivery. That is the external failure cost. It is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Then coming to the iceberg. Cost of poor quality. What is the iceberg? What is iceberg? Just I want to know. Iceberg means.
I'll tell you.
Iceberg
is, sir, I'll tell you.
Right.
Iceberg is something when it is, there's a huge chunk of details about certain thing which is below the visibility level, who are much more important aspects which we cannot see with our naked eyes, like a part of the personality where our darkest things are always much hidden inside, and what we see at the top, we make judgments on basis of that, and that is what iceberg is.
Excellent, excellent. Actually, what is happening? We have gone to the physics. We can know the 1/12 of the volume ice will become upwards of the water, and 11/12 12 भाग से 11 भाग नीचे रहेगा. 11/12 of the ice will remain under the water. That is the iceberg. So what we know, the Titanic destroyed by the iceberg. That is the only some portion was above the sea. Much more portion was under the sea. Next, what is the iceberg? In case of cost of poor quality, loss of customer loyalty. Are you agree? Loss of customer loyalty, loss of time. That is the iceberg. Loss of morale, loss of employees if morale remains low for extended period. Morale remains low for extended period. Loss of employees. There are lots of defects we cannot rectify. So some morale will remain very low. And conflicts associated with scheduling and rescheduling. Conflicts. Many times you are changing the bar chart. You are changing the if you doing the MS project, many times you have to critical path is to be referring. So that is the rescheduling. That is a lot of time and higher risk of compliance issues. If there is a poor quality, there is a higher risk of compliance issues, right? Higher administrative cost. So some people are there. Give one project is made for 1 year. It is going to the 2 years. So higher administrative cost, higher people charge, our guest house, you know, higher rate of car. So you have to keep there. Guest house will be there, car will be there, all will be there. So this is a higher administrative cost. Unpredictable revenue, sales and production. Revenue decreasing, turnover decreasing. That is the iceberg of cost of poor quality. It is clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I am going to the how to solve the problem. Root cause analysis. This is called Isekai diagram. This is called Isekai diagram or fishbone diagram or cost effect diagram. There will be problem. Problem may be by pupil, maybe for process, maybe for equipment, maybe for material, maybe for environment, and maybe for management also. So there some cost is to be. You have to find out what is the cost. That is the cost effect diagram. So that is a tool, quality control tool. How we can, there's a problem if there's a problem in the porosity, there is a problem in the porosity, we have to find out what is the causes so that we can eliminate or mitigate the porosity. Some gap is to be can be eliminated. Okay. Then coming to what is this? The welding process. Welding process is going on. Do you see? Hello? Hello? What is
Yes,
this?
sir.
This is the process.
Yes, sir. We can see.
Okay. Next slide. This is the brainstorming. This is the brainstorming. Now tell me what is brainstorming?
Brainstorming is a process through which you arrive at solutions of a problem or bring in new innovations into the table in the existing process.
Right? By definition, I am telling brainstorming is nothing but a GD session that consists in encouraging a voluntary generation of large volume of creative and new ideas by all participants. Participants came from different disciplines. Later ideas will be organized for the purpose of finding root cause of the problem. This is the definition of the brainstorming. So what are people doing? There is a problem. They are brainstorming. What may be the cause? Right? Next, coming to the after brainstorming, they are finding the welding defects. After welding defects, there are the measurement, material and personnel, environment, methods and machines. Measurement, visual inspection, non-inspection. Environment, welding condition, welding environment, welding electrode, base metal storage environment. So there may some cases that welding is to be carried out by taking the electrode. I also seen so many sites I visited that welding is being carried out without taking the electrode. So that causes the porosity at the welding. Right? Some may be happen from material, welding electrode, welding pillar rod, welding fluxes, maybe some personal welder skill, welder qualification, welder training. That's why I'm asking you to give a training to the welder. And machine. अरे क्या नॉइस हो रहा है भाई नॉइस हो रहा है hello there are
Sir,
some noise.
sir, let me mute them. Give me a second. Let me mute everybody and then you can unmute yourself. Sir, please unmute yourself. Yeah. Sir, please unmute yourself. Sir, please unmute yourself. Sir, can't hear you, can't hear you. Sir, can you please rejoin? Okay, I'm really sorry everybody for this glitch that is happening. I had muted everybody and then sir was not being able to unmute himself. Hence, he will join back shortly. In the meantime, have you all taken your pre-assessments? Sir, can you unmute yourself?
All participants, can you listen what madam telling?
Sir, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Sir, 10 minutes before you end, can you please get the post assessments filled? Okay, I will put it in the chat box.
Now it will take time. Now in my midway. I am in the midway.
You go on. I just reminded you, sir. Go on, sir.
Actually, they have to understand that it is a very, very special subject, and they have to understand.
So please share your content, sir. Please share the content, sir.
कमिश्नर का एड्रेस में भेजा है, आपको कॉपी भेजा है, आपका हार्ड कॉपी आपका साइड में बाय कुरियर पहुंचेगा, ठीक है? सिंधु अपार्टमेंट में नारायण का नाम से
Put it in slideshow, please.
हाँ पेपर मिलने का बाद
Please continue, sir.
पेपर मिलने का बाद मुझे बहुत दिन हो गया सर, पैसा देना है।
I think we were at brainstorming.
Right. Cost effect diagram. What is the cost effect diagram? Actually, it is some problem is there. So we have to brainstorm what may be the cost. Okay, that is the cost effect diagram. There are 6 parameters. One is the measurement, other is the material, other may be personnel, machines, methods, and environment. These are 6 areas we have to search for. So whether it is okay or not. If machines are okay, then go to the method. Methods are okay, then go to environment, and then the measurement, material, and personnel. So that's actually you have to prioritize. What is the defect? The prioritize means the Pareto analysis. I shall come in later. Okay. Now this is the cost effect diagram. This is the Pareto analysis. Pareto analysis means, what is the Pareto analysis means? Can you say somebody what is the Pareto analysis? Hello. Pareto analysis is a special type of bar chart where the plotted values are arranged from largest to smallest. Plotted values are arranged from largest to smallest. A Pareto chart is one of the basic quality tools, and to highlight the most frequently occurring defects. The most frequently occurring defects can be highlighted here. Actually, there may be so many defects. So what defect we have to take care of first? We have to take care of red, 2 red are there, 1 blue is there, 1 yellow is there, 1 green is there. If we want to tackle all the defects at a time, we cannot do. So we have to take the defect what has the higher frequency. So red is the higher frequency. So Pareto chart is named by the Vilpet Pareto and its principle 80-20 rules. What is the 80-20 rules? Anybody can say what is the 80-20 rules? In Pareto analysis,
80% work is done by 20% people, and rest 80% is actually floating around most of the times.
excellent. that is the 20% of the pupil of 80% wealth. That is the also an example. 20% of the pupil has 80% of the wealth. 80% reach, 80% reach, 80% reach, 20% people only. And 20% of the product line may greater than 80% waste. Some product be wastage, 80% wastage, 20% for 20% only, 20% product only wastage. 20% customer generate 80% complaint. Only 100% customer will not complain. Only 20% customer complain for 80% problems. So can be used 80% problem may be attributed to 20% of the causes. 20% of causes, 80% problem. That is the Pareto rules, 80-20. Failure. What is the graph showing? There is a failure cost. Failure cost. What is happening? These are 100%. The 0% level. Failure cost decreasing with the quality improvement. And prevention cost, as we have to increase the quality, we have to raise the prevention cost. That is the quality QP inspection is to be much more inspection carried out. The prevention cost increases with the increase of quality, and failure cost decreases with the increase of quality. Quality जितना बड़ा होगा उसका failure cost कम हो जाएगा. Quality जितना चाहेगा उसका inspection ज़्यादा करना पड़ेगा. This is shown here, green and saffron color. Prevention cost increases as the quality increases. Failure cost decreases as the quality level increases. So this is the total cost. First, there is a dotted line was there. That is the first of all. There's a prevention, the total cost. Now it comes down. As is the failure cost is coming down, and prevention cost also coming down. So total cost is coming down. So what we have to do at our site level, we have to prevent the defects, so that we can have a total quality cost. We can have a profit. Right? What is happening here? This is the failure cost, internal failure, external failure cost. This is the appraisal cost, this is the preventive cost. So it is failure cost is coming down. Rate is coming down. Failure cost is coming down. Appraisal cost is coming down. Assurance of preventive cost also coming down. So benefit is there. This is the benefit. We can achieve benefit. We can have a not only cost sector, we can have the profit center also. If we reduce the quality, internal quality, we can have a profit center. So after quality cost alignment, this is the right side after quality alignment, before quality alignment. So what is happening here? Failure cost, that is internal failure cost at site level is to be reduced. That's why we are once again request you to send us the field copy of what you are seeing. This is not your fault. This is fault from other situations, some other cases, some other agencies, some other environment, some other machine, some other material. That may happen. Cost may be man, machine, material, environment. So many problems are there. So you are not the culprit. Please send very sincerely, very honestly, make a report. Don't be afraid to anybody. Be courageous. Send the true and trusty report to our management, so that management also see and add some value to them. Hello. So please, we are humbly request you to send the required format, weekly basis and monthly basis as specified in my mail. Okay. What is value added? For which we are paying, that is the value added. For which you do not paying, that is the non-value added activities. The 7 QC tools are there. One is the flowchart. That is the flowchart means you are doing process flowchart, process map. There is a fishbone diagram. Fishbone diagram already shown you. Cost effect diagram. Check sheet, histogram one type of graph. Pareto chart I have shown you. Scatter diagram shown you. Control chart also shown you. Okay. Now coming, I am giving an example of Pareto chart. 1 minute. Just hold on. I am coming. দীপশিকা এটা আমরা শেয়ার করা যাবে? আমি একটা করে প্যারোটি চার্ট করে দেখাতে চাইছিলাম।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
মিনিমাইজ করে করা যাবে না? Pareto chart. That is the porosity, slack, undercut, excessive reinforcement, and LP. You can see the slag here. 80% of the defect coming, the two defects only. Two porosity slack, it is coming 80%. So that is the 80-20 rules. Two defects, two types of defect, 80%. If you remove the porosity and slack, we have to detect all of it. I think it is a flawless. It will be flawless. So porosity and slack we have to remove. Then we can find out the flawless welding. So that is the Pareto telling. We have to, what you have to do at site, you have to see the RT report. RT report, there's a failure is there, undercut, porosity, slack, all are in the RT report. You have to count and then put in the Excel sheet and put in the Minitab and find out what is the in which defect there's the maximum intensity, the maximum frequency. So that two defects is to take care, and we have to cause the cost effect diagram and brainstorming to reduce the defect. So that is my understanding, and this is a very modern technique in Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma technique. We have to avoid the defect like that. And statistical technique also there. So many statistical calculation. I do not want to in depth in the statistics right now. So this is we understand what is the Pareto analysis, Pareto chart. My participant, my colleagues, have you understood what is the Pareto chart?
Yes, sir.
It's very easy. Just jot down the what type of defects, what is the frequency, number of defects. This is the number of defects, and this is the percentage. This is the number of defects. 80, then coming to the 60, then coming to the 20, then coming to 10 and 10. And what is the percentage? You can see the nearly 50%. I have not arbitrarily I have taken. So this is the 80-20 rules. If we get the proper picture, we have to take the actual dimension. That arbitrarily I have taken 80-20, 60 like that. So you can draw the this is the percentage, cumulative on the 100%, porosity 44%, slack 33%, unlocked 11%, excessive penetration 5.6%, lack of penetration 5.6%. So we have to take care 44 and 33. That is the 41, 30. What is the average? What is coming? 44 and 33. What is coming? 70, 47, 40, 47, 70. Nearly 78 right there, na? Porosity and slack. How it is coming? 44 and 44.4 and 33.3. Any participant? My colleague? What is the percentage? It is coming 44.33.3. 77.7. Nearly 80. Right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Nearly 80%, 80-20 rules. Two defects, nearly 80%, 80-20 rules, what I have told you. There is a 44 and 33. It is coming nearly 80. So that is for only two defects. So two defects, 20% defects, 5 numbers are there, that's a 20%. Oh, sorry, it is 40, it is coming 40. It should be 80%. The arbitrary is there. So understand what is the Pareto analysis? Now,
Yes,
can
sir.
I close now? Can I close now?
Yes, sir.
Now it is clear. What is Pareto analysis? Coming back to my slide, huh? Seven crucial tools: flowchart, fishbone diagram, check sheet, histogram, Pareto chart, scatter diagram. Now tell me what is scatter diagram? Some tools is there, scatter diagram. Scatter diagram are used to explore the potential relationship between a pair of continuous variable, x and y equal to function of x. So there's a x and y, there are two variables are there. If there is a change in x, it will be changed in y. So that is a scatter diagram. So many points will be there, here and there, not in the straight line. And control chart. What is the control chart? Do you know what is the control chart? I am telling you. Suppose in the airport, some flight is landing. In the airport, just visualize. In the airport, some flight is landing. There is a central line, and there is a two side line. If a pilot will land in which line? Central line or the side line? Pilot?
Central line, sir.
Right. Pilot will land the central line. So all pilot will try to land the central line, but it may not happen in all the cases. Some may be central line the left side, some is right side, other may be left side, right side. So there is a bell curve. If we draw a curve, all the data or landing point, we will find a bell curve. So that bell curve, left side and right side, is the upper control limit and lower control limit. This is called upper control. One point is upper control limit. That is the up to which the landing is gone. Central line, and suppose it is 1 meter both sides. So that is the one is the upper control limit, lower is the left side, lower is the lower control limit. Right side 1 meter is the right control limit, and left side line is the left control limit. So upper control limit and lower control limit. So there is a gap 2 meters, and beyond that there is a line. Beyond that, if you go, the plane will crash. That is the customer specification. We can say USL, upper specification limit and lower specification limit. What we are in a practical sense? If we have the rod diameter 50 plus minus 5, so it should be 50 plus 55, 50 minus 45. So that is a specification, customer specified limit. So we have to maintain between that. We may maintain 52. We may maintain for 48, right? 50 mm diameter the center line, plus minus 5. So upper is the 55, lower is the 45. So our dimension should be below 55. That is the 54, 53, 52 like that. And for below above 44, 45, 40, 46, 47, 48, that is the upper control limit, right? So this is the process capability. There is a calculation of the process capability. How our process is capable? This is calculated by upper specification limit minus lower specification limit by 6 sigma. Sigma is the standard deviation. Statistics, you can get the 6 sigma. Okay. Now coming to the why analysis. Ram got injured. Ram got injured. This is the case. Why Ram got injured? He had a fall. Why did he fall? The floor was wet. Why the floor was wet? Leaky valve. Why was the valve is leaking? Seal got out. Why the seal got out? Cheaper. Purchase person measured on cost saving achieved. So why analysis, we can get the real cost, root cost. In case of NASA failed just for a O-ring, you have seen the video. Just for O-ring, NASA failed. Now my satellite Challenger failed. Satellite Challenger failed just for a O-ring. You have to redesign. Supplier send the bad quality of item. So that's the failure of Challenger. So why it is done? Why analysis? Why Ram got injured? He had a fall. Why did he fall? The floor was wet. Why the floor was wet? Leaky valve. Oil is leaking. Why the valve was leaking? Seal got out. Seal cut gear. Why the seal got out? It is cheaper. Purchase. Why is it cheaper? Purchase person measured on cost saving achieved. So root cause analysis can be done by why analysis. Brainstorming as well as why analysis. Right? This is also tool. And this is also one thing, also 6 sigma standard normal distribution. I have told you flight is going to the here, flight is going should be here, and flight, this is the maximum limit client giving. This is the maximum limit, the airport left side and right side is a line, and all flights should be here. If there is a flight is here, no problem. So we can do so many landing points and go, and we can get the bell curve. So this is the normal distribution curve. Somebody got Gaussian distribution curve. So this is a statistical technique to control the quality. We can improve the quality based on the statistics. So this is a structural control quality. Now I am going to the next slide. To 12 format to follow, I have given the 4 format. Once again, I request you on behalf of TOM and quality department as well as top management, please send the format duly filled in. Deepsika Bank Sahib is there. Amit Bandhavara Sahib. Deepsika. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Deepsika is there. Deepsika. Hello. Could you hear me?
No, sir. District is not here.
Deepsika not here, na? Just wait. Let her come.
KKB sir.
Hello, Deepsika. Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm here in the training. Sir, I'm here. Sir, I'm here in the training.
Have you submitted the questionnaire? Hello?
Question paper.
Hello?
Yeah, yeah, I'll do it. I'll share the question
Hello.
paper.
Hello.
Sir,
Hello.
hello, 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 hello. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sir,
কোথায় কেউ কেউ তো না আমার হয়ে গেছে আমি আর শান্তি অমিত বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায় আসুন বলছেন উনি কি আমাকে পাওয়া যাবে তো হ্যাঁ ওখানে উনি বলছেন আমি তো বললাম ওনাকে সবকটা দিতে না ওনাকে নয় ওনার যারা পার্টিসিপেন্ট বলেছি বলে দিচ্ছি আরেকবার আপনি hello my participant my colleague hello hello
Yes, sir.
hello
Hello, sir.
hello
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
hello hello
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, we are
Hello,
listening,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Please proceed.
hello
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
hello
Hello, sir.
okay, Amit Bandyopadhyay sir might join in the in a short time. Can I please request everybody to take the post-assessment forms, please? Can I please request everybody to take the post-assessment forms? It is in the chat box. It is in the chat box. Are you all taking the assessment? Can I get a yes from all of you? Maybe writing, maybe raising your hand, maybe speaking
Yes.
up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are fine. Great. So if I can quickly ask in the session, so what comes from within the business? What comes from within the business? And what is provided by the customer? Who can tell me what comes from the business and what is provided by the customer? Quickly, quickly. VOB, VOC, which one?
VOB and VOC.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's the right one. What is the full form of VOB and VOC?
Voice of customer,
Voice of business and voice of customer.
Sir, is that the right answer?
Voice of business is the comes from the business, and voice of customer is provided by the customer.
Great.
VOB money business, VOC money customer.
Okay, the goal statement should be
Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound.
very good, very good. Who was that?
No, আমি বললাম।
Hi Bhagavan. Sir, sir, আপনি spoil করে দিচ্ছেন sir game টা।
আচ্ছা।
Participants from brainstorming include
all who experience planometric associated
with the cost factor. All who experience pain metric or associated with the cost factor. Cause and effect diagram uses dash and dash to find possible causes.
YY analysis.
Yes. Brainstorming and YY analysis. That's the right answer. Okay, next is Pareto charts. Pareto charts are used for all of the above. Okay, great. Quality training is
Preventive cost.
Prevention cost.
Prevention cost.
Okay. In process specific inspection and final inspection is
Appraisal cost.
Appraisal cost.
Rework is
Internal failure cost.
Internal failure cost. Thank you. Return goods or field services is external failure cost. The cost of quality is equal to prevention cost plus appraisal cost plus failure cost. True or false?
True.
Is true, ma'am.
Absolutely. Wow. So everybody could, I think, get it, or people who at least answer the questions could actually get it. While we wait for Bandopadhyay sir to kind of come up, however, I would like to, sir, can I get the control, please?
Yeah. I request Bandopadhyay sir to tell something about the quality management at site.
Yeah.
Bandopadhyay sir, please.
Yes, I am here.
Sir, please, can you share your remarks on the quality management on the site?
Okay, just
Pass me, brother. Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
And hope you are.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Hope all of you
Sir,
are
your
well.
video, sir. Sir, your video, sir.
No, just I'm the format. I'm showing the format.
Okay. No, Bandopadhyay sir, your video. Yeah, great, sir. Please go on.
Yeah. So I believe actually, regarding cost of quality, I insisted a lot. This thing, Mr. Bhattacharya, he is actually under tremendous pressure. But I really personally convey my heartiest thanks to Mr. KKB for actually sparing his valuable time and to give you most actually valuable agenda of today, cost of quality. Now the cost of quality, you all of are aware that you are involved in such a assignment where quality, you are handling the quality. Now quality is like that it speaks everything. What about speaks everything? That what are the job we are going to do, what is the required strength, whether it is getting or not, or strength is gaining or not, rather it attractive it looks, then it gives confidence, or rather generate confidence within client about our company, so that it will give, with that confidence of client, we may get some more jobs from the client. Not only from that client, it is like sprayed flavor, it is sprayed all over. We will find, okay, the TL is doing a good job, maintaining good quality, Now, what is the good quality? What is the datum? Some data must be there, no? Otherwise, actually, it will be relative. That good. Good is relative word. It may be, I mean, good for me. It may not be good for KKB. It may not be, or a medium good for you. So the thing is that there should be some datum. What is the datum? Datum, some percentage, you know it very well. All of you are actually passed out or actually carrying out this thing, that level 2. Now, while actually you have done the level 2 and you are in the quality this thing circle, you know acceptance limit. Now, while the acceptance limit is something, now you again put something, yes, my tendency or KRA or KPI, whatever way actually you fix. That yes, my target is though acceptance limits of RT is 4%, but my target I should keep it within 1.5%. So that KRA actually you are fixing. Next year achieving that one, that 1.5%. Next year actually you are tending to reach 0%. Every DX, that way actually you are reducing that one so that one day you can nearly reaching to 0% or somewhere reach the 0%, so that it can give the confidence among you. Yes, not only that I am finishing the job, I am saving the time, I am saving the cost. Now, if repair this thing generates or appears, you know it very well. For doing any repairing work, it takes some time. Definitely, I mean, takes some, I mean, this thing cost also, incur some cost. So that cost is additional. Nobody will actually give you that one. Time, nobody will give you the time. This is for your failure, actually, you have done it. So before doing that one, we have to do the analysis also. Why the failure is there? You might have seen that after seeing that, I mean, radiography, RT film, you are finding that what is the reason of non-acceptance. You are finding that one. Whether the porosity is there, whether the actually overburnt is there, whether some other actually causes are there. Immediately you think of that how it can be mitigated so that it should not repeat in the next one. That whether the porosity, definitely we are finding out how the porosity can be resisted, it should not appear again. Similarly, overburning or less of actually your reinforcing layer, whatever may be that you are doing. Similarly in DP also, so everywhere you are doing that way. So that is called, that is actually giving that confidence among you, confidence among team member. Yes, we are such a team, we can control the quality, we can, by controlling that quality, I am controlling the cost. For which Mr. KKB, our HOD of QOQC, he has formulated one format and he is giving all of you. He has already posted all of you. If you have any good suggestion, you are very, very welcome, because you are the young guy, you are at the field side, you may see that, sir, with this, it can also, this data, if we give you, it will be more relevant to you to analyze further, so that actually we can immediately mitigate the, or actually identify the root cause. So, it is now showing on this thing that your screen, the cost of poor quality. I believe actually I have seen already here shared about all of you, and it is mandatory. That mandatory in the sense, in that sense, not mandatory means actually if you generate that one, we can feel, or both of our pulse will be the same level. That what we are thinking, my thinking should be there at the same plane or level, so that I can exchange, or we can exchange, rather not I, we can exchange our views ourselves. So you fill it up, and any suggestion you may give. And again, I believe everything, whatever you would like to know, rather you are actually searching for an answer, for any answer. If you do not find on your own, please you interact with KKB sir or our Liton Bishop. He is actually wide this thing, field knowledge he is having, and he is also a very good guy, so he can share his ideas, so that your idea and his idea mixing up after blending that one, it will give a good result. And with that result, we can easily, sail our boat on the any wavy river itself. That nothing we can actually reach to our destination without any hesitation, without or rather avoiding any problem. Avoiding problem, any sort of problem. So my earnest request to you that get more involved with the HO guy, exchange your views, exchange your reports that what you have targeted in this week, if it is there, what you have achieved, what is the gap, what is the root cause of the gap, and how it can be mitigated. Your suggestion, you put it up, for which any support is required, you feel free, because we are very much transparent amongst ourselves, and all of you actually under shadow, because we are shadowing you. Don't worry. Don't worry. If anything error is there, nothing actually is there. You freely speak out, because people who do the job can actually this thing mistake anytime. So don't hesitate. You are having a good strength with you. You are having a good potential. All of you have coming from different agencies, and all of yours joint effort will give a major impact on our quality, because if we cannot, this thing maintain that good quality levels, it cannot give a good flavor to our clients, whether in existing or coming in the future, with whom actually we are going to work. Okay, thanking you with these things, I am concluding my speech. Not speech, my advice or suggestion, whatever way you need, you feel it. It is not a speech at all. Okay, thank you. Thanks, guys. Stay well.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay, sir. Okay. So thank you, KKB sir, for taking us through such a technical topic this evening. And I request everybody from the sites who have participated in this session on cost of quality to please go back and prepare something that KKB sir has shown. And that is the only way that you will be able to actually show it, do it yourself. And that is the only way that we will be able to understand that whether you have really understood the concept or not in the first place. So I'll request all of you to go back and try and calculate the cost of quality of your site. This is fresh in your memory, and as soon as you do it, all these concepts you'll be able to apply. If you need help, please come back to KKB. Please come back to Amit Bandyopadhyay sir. And the company is really looking forward to calculate the cost of quality at every site. So it is kind of going to be mandatory, and it's better that we are on board with this right away. KKB sir, are we done? KKB sir, are we done? You're on mute, sir. You're on mute. Please unmute yourself.
Any question from the participants? I can answer.
No, I don't think there is any any question from anybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody for attending.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Please keep in touch with me. Keep in touch with me and later on, and whatever you feel think. We have to improve our quality so that 30% reduction is required for the 30%, and we can help our organization to give a big challenge and to overcome big challenge and to get a good fame and good so that we can get much more order. Sky is the limit.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, KKB sir, for all that advice.
May I leave now? I shall leave now, madam.
Yes, sir, we will all leave. I will just request everybody to kindly take the post assessment, because if we do not do the post assessment, we will not be able to, you know,
Understand the
show
evaluation, we
the
cannot avoid it.
effectiveness.
And
And
we can
show the
improve. We can improve. We
effectiveness.
cannot improve without your participation. Without your feedback, we cannot improve ourselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it is mandatory for all of us to kindly take the feedback forms. Okay, before we end, this is a formal thank you note to KKB for sharing his vast
Thank you,
knowledge
madam.
with us, and to all the participants for coming and spending the last 2 hours of the working day. I know it is very, very tough on you to, run from the site, come and attend the training and focus and understand things. But we will be really, really thankful if we learn something and take back and put it in our work, and let's this year, all of us, do the cost of quality from the sites and show to head office that we will be able to curtail down, manage the costs, and bring it to a shape. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. You can now terminate your sessions.